Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. We are back to full health after having a bad case of the flu all after the new year. Back to normal now. Touch wood, it stays good for a while. Expecting a blizzard over here in the UK over the next week, so we're not sure how that's going to affect us. But we are here back on YouTube for you guys. So we're continuing today with the PGA Tour Golf with the career mode. We've got two events today. One being the Players Championship, a big major event there at TPC Sawgrass, and the other one will be the Valspar Championship at Copperhead course at innisbrook. So a quick recap on our performance before. Um, did not qualify for the Rockport Open. That was because it's an alternative event as we did the Arnold Palmer Invitational, which we came tied first with 8 under par. And we also did the Northern Shore Open, which became tied second at 9 under par. Sergey Im winning that with 13 under par. We tied with Denny McCarthy, also there, tied 8. So big major tournament with the Players Championship, and a minor tournament following. So 3 rounds at both is what we're looking at here. So, no, don't do that. So quick look at the rival here before we go. Current rival is Colin Morikawa or Morikawa. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And then we have one more rival after that with Bookie Henderson to complete the tier 4. We should have tier 4 done today, hopefully, if we beat both these rivals. Finding they are going to be in the tournament we are. So let's crack on with the first tournament of the day, the Players Championship. Looking forward to this one. One of the famous course of TPC Sawgrass. So we got medium wind. So it's going to affect the par 3 holes more so than not. Let's begin the first round. While that loads up, chat, the links in the chat. We've got Unbroken Gavin. He should be starting to stream again soon. And we also
2K
have an
Sports,
esports
in
channel,
association with the PGA
with
Tour, is
the way to
delighted to present
contact
the season-long race for the FeDex Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first-round action.
Call of Duty, Pokemon,
Luke Elvey alongside Rich
lots of
Beam here at the
games,
stadium
sort
course
of
TPC Sawgrass. And Rich, this golf course hits you right between the
you
eyes from the opening hole.
involved in the
Opening
community
tee
on
shot,
this one as well.
426 yards, par 4 for the back tees. It's a very strange angle for the tee shot.
Off here with
Fairway
our opening
tilts
drive
from left
here.
to right, where the tee box faces you from right to left. So you really
wind
have to
is
hit an opening cut shot off the tee
The
to give
right.
yourself the best option of finding the
I'm gonna
fairway
aim
here.
straight down the
Misses
middle.
out to the
I
right
think
or
I
left,
have a
leaves a
little
very awkward
swing
angle
on the
to a
drive.
green that sits up
Still
above
avoiding
you,
that.
but also slants pretty severely from left to right.
Well, it's all set up for an exciting event. Can't wait to get into this.
Looks good.
Tee shot is looking good here.
Fairway. 200 yards. It'll
We're
200
around
yards.
140 yards here.
Shot here. Let's have a look at the lie. Not too bad on the lie there. Right. An iron. Looking at the green, it is rolling right, rolling left, and continue on. Really flat. Beautiful. Hopefully for tempting here to go with a 9-iron here. Wind as well. What we're looking at here. To the left. It goes.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Hit the wind
They're
out of it
going with
now.
a bit more club here. Let's see if it
It'll
was the
roll off
right call.
green, I think. It's gonna roll off. And there we
That
go.
wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Fairway, but
This would be a great up and down.
not position, bro. Left a little bit. Behind it. The chip, fucking in.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
chipping
A
in.
shot
A
of
birdie
the day.
on the start
Oh,
there.
and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Yeah, Sevi would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
Opening up with a birdie here on the Players Championship is always a good start.
He's currently tied for second.
So, Harry Higgs lead 2 under par after 5 holes.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes
Very
second,
early in the
par 5.
competition.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to
Into
shape
the
your
right,
tee shot from
into
right to
the
left,
left.
and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot
Good.
over a long bunker
fairway.
to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot
well,
bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this
315
layout.
yards. And good lie on the fairway. Nice here. 5-iron. See, the 5-iron is going to look good here, especially with the wind carrying it. On the green, it's rolling down. You want to aim quite a bit right here. There it goes.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
Good choice was good. Not accurate swing.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
This putt is about 16 feet.
Okay,
They're
so it's
staring this down for
uphill,
eagle.
going to the right. Easy. How fast is it gonna roll? Oh,
Just didn't drop.
little too much.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
30 here.
Ooh,
Oh,
right by the hole.
It didn't drop. He puts the ball here. Not good.
That's not your best effort on the greens.
Green there.
Currently 1 under for the day.
A few shots on that one. We could have been leading.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of the screen, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
And choosing the 8.
I like the look of that.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
And on the green, a good roll.
Yep, that shot safely on the green. John, you're down there. What's happening?
Well, I'm down on the 4th, and this is Tony Finau.
I can't believe our rival is actually participating in this event.
13 feet to the cup.
Switching down, pretty level. 15 feet.
He's on a good line.
A bit too far over.
Putting for par.
Here we are, for another par here.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And he finds himself in a tie for 3rd. Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Here. Yeah, I'm taking the left bit. Find the fairway though.
Quality shot.
295 yards with
and
a
Henny,
wood.
what are you seeing down there?
He's got around 100 yards here.
I'd lie on the fairway. I'm gonna kick right straight away. I'm gonna aim left here. Out of way as well. Wedge. On this. Just stay here. Goes. Good on the green and put the ball down.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
30,
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Wow. Aimed all the way that left.
That'll sting a bit. Just 3 feet to the cup.
It's a bit easier.
Solid par putt that. Just 2 shots back after that hole. All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. Strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Clean swing. I like that one. Avoiding the water, avoiding the bunker. Trying the hill to roll down a bit further. No.
Well played, mate. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson. Getting ready to play their third. He may be thinking about going for the green here. Second shot here on the 5th.
Here he goes.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Good.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
Very good. Oh, lovely shot. Nice.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for third. That's pretty tidy.
And in it
The
goes.
leader now has a one-stroke advantage.
Moving up to tie third with 2 under par. 5. Finished in a 4 under
The
par.
tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Well, I'm down on the 7th hole. This is Tony Finau's next shot.
Time for the second shot here at the 6th.
Good lie on the fairway there. Right a little bit there. He goes. Little slow.
Needs this to kick a bit left. Well, this could alter the line of the shot. Hold this putt, and you'll become second on the
long
leaderboard.
birdie here. Still slightly morning. Right here. Roll away. Oh no.
Okay, steady now. That's disappointing. Putting for a par here. Job done. Let's head to the next. And on the leaderboard, they currently sit second behind the talented Tony Finau.
Wow.
As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par
Windy
4
now,
to 7.
please. Yeah.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Right. Left. About we're gonna go with a 9-iron here. Here goes.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Good. Yeah,
Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand.
And all the way. Wow.
Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Well, they've found the bunker, but a chance to maybe save from there.
Yeah. Now. And that's not bad on the green.
Not your best effort, still a mid-range putt coming up. An opportunity to make a par here. I don't mind the look of this.
Oh, there.
Yeah, we'll take that.
I wonder after 7.
Tony Finau is currently in the lead as we check the rest of the standings.
Tied 4th. Danny Lee on 3 under. Tony Finau
The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Good. Down nicely. Bounce left in. And that's not a bad drive at all. On the green.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Let's catch up with Lexi Thompson a little while ago. Fine shot from our player currently chasing the leader. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
We're 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down. This is their look at birdie.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Okay, stays on the fairway. Good drive, 38
yards. 2 wins so far this season.
Wins are even over here, it's not. With the wind. And that's looking good.
This one's heading towards the cabbage.
Bounce left. Bounce straight.
Found the green side rough.
Light lie. Hey, that lies. Very short. Very good further than that.
Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt.
So this birdie, uphill, to the right.
This one's
good.
online.
Get in.
Super shot that. And that will take him to 3 under.
3 under par. At the end of the front line. Very good start.
And currently leading this tournament is Tony Finau. Lovely play.
Goes back up to 5 under par, leading through 10.
As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards from the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short second shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your second shot is the correct distance.
It stays on the fairway. The wind will slow it down enough.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back.
John, what's going on out there?
I'm down here on the 11th hole as Tony Finau gets ready to hit.
And back to the play, shall we? And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Just 2 shots behind.
I'm going to go with a pitch where it has to go for the wind to bring it back. So have a look at the green for the roll. he gets past and he's rolling downhill. He goes.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
I
like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green.
Pulled it nicely.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under.
Really
this for back-to-back birdies.
This is on a great line.
Back-to-back birdies.
So that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole.
5 seconds with Kenny Lee. Close here, top 4.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green in the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
I'm going to go with a hybrid here. Aim in the middle of the fairway. The wind's going to carry it a little bit. Very quick. To the left over the net one. Might not stay on the fairway here. Roll off into the light stuff.
Now 4 under par. Tied for second place. In the light, we will see a lot of the ball. So it's going to affect. Goes. Hold. Ooh, now it's a lot worse than I thought. On the green, nevertheless. Why don't we catch up on some of the other action going on around the course?
Look at the shot that this player possesses.
Let's get back to it, shall we? What's in front of them, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
A little bit of the right at the left start. So we have to put it in there a little bit. A lot. Okay. Stop.
Looking good.
And in it
Mark
goes.
it down. That's birdie number 5. And right to the top of the leaderboard after that effort.
In a row.
Leading by a shot after that hole.
So, Tony's going to drop the shot. So we now lead with 5 under.
Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, the little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
More to right. We go as well. That wing, there we go. I'm not sure about that. Slow.
This one needs to kick left.
He does need to go left.
A quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. This putt is from 14 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Right. Downhill foot. Here. Good.
Oh, just missed.
Close now.
Par putt coming up here.
Oh.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Heading to the next hole, and this player is currently in a share of the lead with Tony Finau. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
We're going to leave it there. Hope it don't go too fast and go into the water here.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Oh no, they want to do that. You know, if it's on the green, but it's going to roll all the way left. Massive slope there. We found it.
This is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
69 feet uphill. And I must roll right all the way. He goes. Good.
That was a gallant attempt.
Oh yeah, hit it too hard, way too hard. And here now, it's not. Oh, there. Wow.
Maybe some time on the practice green wouldn't hurt.
Oh, good.
Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that, straight in the hole.
And now we head to the second, and this happened just a few moments ago. Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
Let's have a look at
our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
We dropped the second paper to finish, and they were taking the lead again. It was 6 under par. A very busy side at third place there, of 4 under par. But at least 3 people tied that position. Come on now, win there, third. Right side of it. It's very narrow there. There he goes. And it needs to left. Hill.
What are we looking at here, Henny?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green.
Right. Line kick. Massive slope, really is. That's me, that's what we're going with.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one might need to get down a little. And here we are with the third shot. Only one shot off the pace.
Well, with chips so far. It's a bit difficult. And here is what Good.
Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Off to the left. Very lucky.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Oh, really level. Left. Right. No.
It's on a great line.
And in it goes.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par.
Hey, this is so good at the minute. Only 3 after 14. I'm on the top.
He's currently just in second place.
And, got behind. Very tight grid at the minute.
The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
I'm gonna go with a 6-iron here. It's gonna be enough. Being in the sun. Go with a 5 to make sure.
And now you just got to pray for good luck because that one's heading towards the sand. Let's take a look back at this just moments ago.
Look at the touch that this man possesses.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
Another bunker shot here.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently a shot off the lead.
Down, forward, and hold it.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Swing left a little bit. A lot. I'll go. Good. Left. Oh, there.
That's frustrating.
So close.
A bogey putt awaits.
Bogey. Shot
Trailing
here.
by a couple of strokes now.
So, just 8-5 seconds. Finished playing at 6 under.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson. To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie four.
Exit, stage left even. Well, you're in the hands of the tree gods now. And here we are with the third shot. Just a couple back from our leader.
Wow, I was not expecting to come out that easy. Very interesting green here.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt.
What a
So
great
this
opportunity
birdie
here for a look at a birdie.
goes left and goes right. And it's uphill. I'm just going to hit it as it is and hope for the best here. Short. Get it close would be nice. That's not bad. I think a bit more power would have been
Oh,
nice.
that's too bad.
That will drive you bats.
A par putt awaits.
Hit that par.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
Oh,
Currently 4 under for the round.
Good now.
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 317.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Sadly, this one will make a splash. Getting ready to play their third. He's 2 shots back. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the shot he anticipated hitting. This is their 5th shot. Only 2 shots off the pace.
That one went over than the last one.
6th shot coming up. 2 strokes off the lead.
Oh yeah, not good. Here, you go. Hold.
A 7-footer right here.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Well,
and down she goes.
And the chip both ending in the water. Very costly hole there.
Let's take a look at Harold Varner III from earlier.
He just sit back.
Out of the sand and into the hole.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And unfortunately dropping back to even par there.
Even par. 5 shots off the lead.
Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
And this putt to move into the top 10.
A bit heavy.
Ouch, that hurts.
Got the weight right.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And with that, this round comes to a close.
First round.
Well, Rich, that was a tale of 2 nines, wasn't it? A bit of the yin, a bit of the yang.
Yeah, bro. I mean, he just went out there and just didn't really have it going. on the back as he did the front, because, you know, that's just the way that life goes.
In round one, we are tied at
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hard for the round. Only, you know, leading 5 under par, tied first place with Valspar, not sure how you pronounce it. So, we go on to round 2 and see how the wind is going to affect us here. With high wind, the medium wind did its job, making it very hard for me. Now we've got high winds, it's going to be even harder here. So we also see the cut at the end of the front 9 for the third and final round.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FeDex Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Helvey with my mate Rich Beam in the booth. And Beamer, this player really hasn't been getting it going in this tournament, finds himself trailing the lead. What are your expectations of them today?
Well, certainly they're stuck in second gear out there, aren't they? They just make a birdie or two and then they give it back with a bogey. So they need to quit making mistakes. They need to go ahead and start putting this thing in third and fourth gear and start cruising down the highway a little bit quicker, because right now they're trailing. They can't afford to give any more back.
Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited to see how this player fares today.
Club up. I like this play.
And he's hit that inside the range.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
On 32 feet, downhill. Enough. Going too far to the right. It is.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
This is important. Big par putt here.
In it
Well,
goes.
that's a no fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Okay, so the
Here we are at the second tee.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
13-mile-an-hour wind. Straight ahead. Left. Swing.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway.
332
Yeah, they're planning an aggressive play here, guys. Going for it in 2.
Now, down again between the wind. Might look good. Right inside it. There goes.
Opting for the 6 iron.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
And it's still a heavy club. It went down the club. Might roll off the green here.
Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave. 4th shot here.
Let's return to live play now. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Very crafty, that shot.
Judging it beautifully.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
Nice lay up there for a birdie.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
1
It's
under.
Tony Finau who currently leads.
Yeah, with 7 under. He's again.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Right side of the green here.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron.
Yeah, gonna pull left. Green.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Downhill, so. Yeah, that's too fast.
Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Oh.
How close was that to going down?
Didn't drop. Oh,
And this next putt,
bogey.
it's for bogey.
That's the even part.
Oh, where he be now? Tony Finau in the lead.
9 under par. He's running away with it a bit now.
The tee is yours. Here we are at the 4th hole.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
And
Got away with
taking
it.
aim from
Driving
around
it.
100 yards here.
Wind straight down.
Right.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Heavy.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick. Ended up in the rough.
John's down on the course, and do you have a better look at this lie?
I'm not seeing a whole lot of ball in the sand here, guys. Let's see how they deal with this one.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Good.
Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Big par saver coming up for this fella.
Not a good line. Well,
Just didn't drop.
man, the back of it again.
Just a short putt remaining here.
It's gonna be 1 over
And
par
that
now.
putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure.
21 after 4. Just 1 over par.
It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th.
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway.
Come down a hill, the yard.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
Good.
Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Okay, that'll work. Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here.
The right, 30, 17 feet. And it's not enough over.
Was on a good line. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
That would work.
In 1 over.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage.
Tied 20th. Wow, only -10.
It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Wow,
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
If you don't run off the back of the fairway here, go down. Nice to do it.
Second shot here on the 6th.
Good lie on the fairway as well. Gotta go with the love wedge here. Go. Good. Very good. And he's just a little short.
Handy effort, that one. Putting for birdie
Nice,
here.
but we'll take the birdie.
Well hold. Let's move on. And that'll move him to even par for the
Even
tournament.
par.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Only there, 11 on the
You've
par,
arrived
running
at
away
a
with
par
it.
4. Step up to the tee and own it.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
28.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
This is a beauty of a third.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
The breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
Hooked up here with a 9-9.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Yeah.
Or will this one hang on and find the fairway? Or is it headed towards the rough? And here we are with the third shot.
Birdie is not where we want to be here for 30 points. It's not a good lie. Keep it down. Down the back of the pin. Nice and
Oh, I
close.
like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Yes.
Oh.
Very smooth tempo there on that chip.
So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall.
And he's running away, 12 on the par. You know,
And we've arrived at a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Swing. Left. Left. Right, a long way. On the green.
Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of
Long
putts in
green.
there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
Away. Or go. Oh dear, we've not got enough power there. Can you get close? Beat that.
That'll sting a bit.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par.
Changes up there.
Teeing off now on the
And
9th
last
hole.
of the back, 9.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
Side. 290. Lie on the fairway. That's not looking too He's got it. Right. And away. And
This next shot coming up from the sand.
up that line. Yes. Green, very short.
Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make.
Birdie, so coming closer. And line. Okay.
There's buckets.
Good.
That's a
Man, holding
fighting
in.
effort. Hit it in
21
stride, but managed to make a good score regardless.
So one
Up and
under
down,
par
out of the bunker
again.
for birdie here, Luke. Job well
Into
done.
the front nine.
Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
We are perfectly safe. Nah. We're going down a foot again.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Left. Run off the fairway into the line.
Setting up in the first cut.
And line up. Yeah.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
And
That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one.
that one into there.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
You know,
Didn't that look good for a long time?
Yeah.
Henny, you had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17
not
feet.
good.
Got to try
Still
and save the
holding
par
left.
here.
Oh, so
Oh,
close.
no, it was so close. The
And
way
this
it was
one will
good,
be for
the
bogey.
line was off.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
Finished kind of 13 on the par, leading by 3 shots.
And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going forward in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
That's right. The left side of the fairway, right a bit. I think it's down the fairway.
Playing from around 210 yards here.
Sitting nice.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Opting for the hybrid,
good.
I think.
Like it. I
Come on,
really
sit.
like it. It's heavy. But okay, that's very heavy. The line was so
That
good.
was wonderfully done.
Way heavy. That was nice.
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
55 feet. Uphill, then downhill. Wait a moment. I like it. And I'm gonna go with it. Skip here. Left. First team put it right. Good off,
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the
that's
hole.
a good light.
That's tracking.
And In it
And he'll be
goes.
proud of that one. Good way to bounce back from the bogey at the last. And that will take him to 1 under.
That's 1 under for the
He's at a
third
tie for
time.
14th place.
Only there with
Let's head to the 12th
13
hole, shall we?
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
Good line on the fairway. Looking good. I like that. Be sure. You know.
That's nicely done. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Downhill.
Looking for another birdie here.
On up over to the right. The weight was good.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. There's been some great action out on the course. Let's take a look at this highlight from another person's play. Here's a great shot from our player currently in second. And as we move along, it's Tony Finau in the lead as we turn our attention to the next hole.
312 and 1 under.
Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
So many different levels to this green on the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close, you can even make a hole in one, but watch out if you hit in the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
There goes.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Swing. And that left go to the left. And roll towards the pin a bit. Shorter.
Nicely done. An opportunity
Birdie.
for a birdie here.
7 feet still. In right and go in left. Kick it in a little right. Over.
Ooh, right by the hole. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. That gets the job done.
Stay 1 under.
Currently 1 under for the event.
We've got to be careful on this 7 team.
Next up is this 2-shot hole.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Go with a 9-iron here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Good. On the green, a good roll. And that's well done.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. Oh, what a stroke.
Goes.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
Oh,
And he
really
dances
good.
his way to the top 10 after that delightful shot. Let's head over to the 15th hole, shall we? And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole.
And Lexi Thompson both dropping to 11 under par. You move up 2 under par, tied 7.
This hole is a long par 4.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson. Okay, let's get back to the action. From around 180 yards out.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Really decent line on the fairway. On there, might go up the line here. He goes.
Going with the 6-iron here.
Uh-oh, this one's headed for the rough.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Down.
Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Oh. He's with the ball on the bottom of the ball there. Bowled a long way. He's still on it. Wow.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
33 feet uphill. Ball into the left. And it's taken up a bit and then here. Look, here.
Okay, steady now.
Oh,
That's disappointing.
that was
This next putt is for bogey.
bogey now.
There it is.
There.
He's in a
Nice.
share
One
of
under.
12th place. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting
Yeah,
a
good
wayward
breeze, not
attempt.
good.
Oh, that's a tad disappointing
stay
finding
away
the
there.
branches there.
Wind.
Sitting at one under the
Not
car.
do it
A
itself.
chance to move into the top 10.
Kind of clear that hybrid. Goes.
Going with the
Wait.
hybrid.
This is bold. Going for it in 2.
And that's not bad. I think we're going to the right a bit more, but. Keep top green
Well, it
there.
looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't
It's
quite
good
work
lie.
out for them.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
Good, good. Oh,
Nice recovery there.
Great touch.
yeah,
Always
birdie.
love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Two under.
Currently a couple under for the event.
There we go. The 17th hole. Oh.
Well, here we go,
Oh,
Rich.
shot.
We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
And a
Par
lap.
3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
Choosing the 9-iron here.
And again, we did that in the first one. You're looking
That's
out.
less than ideal. He'll be disappointed in that one.
Oh, it's not in the
Bad got a little out of control, I think.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
I thought the wind is.
This effort from Tony Finau just a short time ago. Well, this is a fair reason why our leader is where he is on the leaderboard. And back to the course with the live action. This would be a great up and down from this spot.
Yep, I was on 15.
wasn't quite the target he was looking at, I'm sure of that. That ball
What
did
up?
thirsty. Time now for the fourth shot.
Like it. On the green, we're near the off the green again.
Playing their fifth shot.
Nice. Holy fuck, so much. Both rounds. Not pleasant.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Not a bad line, this. That's well
Oh,
held.
now position. 1 over. Oh my god, man. Not good.
Currently at +1 for the tournament.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Let's head to the final hole of this round.
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
They look good. Goes.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Pretty sure. Taking a green. Wow.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
How close was that to going down? If he makes this, he'll save his par.
This round was 1 over.
The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day.
So after 2 rounds, we are 1 over par. Make the 3rd and final round. A long way off the lead now.
Well, this player's round is now over, and not an outstanding performance, but I'm sure they won't be devastated.
That was a pretty lackluster performance today, wasn't it? Really nothing going on out there. Average would probably be the best thing I can say about that round.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
So, one more round here at the Players' Championship. And hole 17 has been a thorn in my side on rounds 1 and 2, being a triple bogey on the 2nd round and a quad bogey on 2nd round, both on hole 17. So we have medium wind, so the same effect as it was on round 1, just in a different direction. So, can we get in the top 10? That's possible. Winning.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FeDex Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam in the booth. And Rich, it's the final round in this one. What's our next player dealing with as they start their round?
Look, this player starts off the final round a couple behind the lead. And let's face it, they need to have some inspiring golf out there today. They need to make birdies early and often if they want to chase down that leader. It sets up for a very exciting final round.
Oh, I can't wait. Salivating to see how today's play goes.
And Hill as well. Goes.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Swing.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Didn't have a
well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first. Just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Little birdie look in here. It's looking solid.
Oh, no. That line was looking good, wasn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away. You don't want to miss these. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Sitting at 1 over for the event. You've arrived at a par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left. And if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Looks to be going with a 100 here.
Looks like they're definitely going for it.
I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
A bit too much club there.
Good looking
green
here.
Don't like the line. And he'll to the left. Not good. I don't think I'll do it. Good, I think.
That's frustrating.
Too far. That's racing away as well.
What's in front of them, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill. Bit of extra juice needed.
Oh. Over again. Not putting well.
Let's try and make this one.
Around here.
Only dropped the one shot.
And
unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 3rd hole.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Looking to do this, maybe win it back.
Opting for the 6 iron.
Alright, oh good. Close win. That's the first time we've had a close win today.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up. Second shot here on the 3rd.
Good.
Ooh, that almost went down. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Such soft hands.
And that puddle drop. Well done. Sitting at a couple over for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
You've arrived at a par 4.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Second shot here on the 4th.
Roll back towards the end. See here. Line, right, and left. Goes. Yeah, short. Short swing.
Sitting at
too early there.
Not a bad spot on the leaderboard, just outside the top 20.
And
down it goes.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Oh, in the fairway bunker. These are always the tough shots.
That line in front. Don't want to go up here. My line here. Don't wait to the left. Goes. Good. Green. All right.
Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here.
This for a birdie run.
Good. Good.
That was a gallant attempt. An opportunity to make their par. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Time to tee off at the 6th.
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shot. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Oh, 13-footer coming up here. That's a nice line.
And in it goes.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
Even par on the tournament.
So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card.
And the lead is still not started yet.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Par 4, 451 yards, all sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green. 2-putt and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
Lovely effort that. Playing from around 160 yards.
We're going to go with 8 iron here.
Looks to have opted for the 8 iron. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here.
Green.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
So, right a little bit. Good.
Just didn't drop.
A little too heavy. A little
Can make
to the
this
left.
one. It's for par. And down it goes. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Maybe the hybrid might be okay, but maybe not. We're going to go with a 5 wood maybe.
Opting for the 5 wood.
Left.
This one looks like it's going left.
It was good. Yeah.
It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot. They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here.
Downhill. Racing away.
He's back on the surface, happy to have the flat stick in hand. And a par putt awaits him.
Worse now, uphill.
Oh, so close.
So close again.
Putting for bogey here.
Bogey.
Currently at +1 for the tournament.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Woodland, 7 under, 1 Jordan.
We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
They're starting to trade around, and we are not in a good situation.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me.
300 yards. Not a bad lie either. How are we going to make the green here? Good swing. Between the 2 bunkers. Around it, back down.
Yeah, that one will play. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Good. Not a bad
This
shot.
putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Birdie. No.
These are on rails, looking good.
Job done. Birdie.
Well played.
Is that even par at the end of the front line?
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
So, the leaders have all started their tournament now. And this one's currently leading 13.
Here we go. The 10th hole. Well, there's no doubt they'd have some positive vibes coming off that birdie. Let's see if they can keep it rolling.
Right, 150 on the fairway.
Well struck. And they're playing
Good
from
lie on
about
the fairway.
140 yards out.
Yes.
Looks like they're going with the pitching
Right.
wedge.
Good down there. Right,
Nicely done.
doing good.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Good, looking good. Yes,
Yeah, you
in.
like the look of that right off the blade. And
Lovely
with it, he
putt.
moves to 1 under par.
We needed that.
And it's time to recap that play.
What an amazing
27
putt from way out.
Leave it at 27 feet. 27 feet. Fucking in for a birdie.
He finds himself in a share of 14th position.
Nice 14th there, 1 under par. Maybe we do have a chance for the top 10. Let's 14
And
under
after a
par.
birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
14 and a
Time for the
brilliant
second shot
lie
at
on
the
the
11th.
fairway. Wouldn't worry about it. I would.
It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here.
Good. Good. Gonna make the green. Oh, quite nice. Towards the end.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
This putt will move them to 3 under par.
Putting for eagle. That always sounds good.
Over there. Good. Looking good.
Ooh, right by the hole.
Just a little off.
Good opportunity coming
Yeah,
up.
nice.
Make this putt,
Good.
and you'll move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. Lexi Thompson
Moving
currently on
into
top
the
of things
top
as it
10,
stands.
2 under par to hide it tonight. Lexi Thompson.
Teeing off here
Three
on the
birdies
12th
in a
hole.
row.
Par 4, 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
9 on the tail, right? And, put a ball. Good. On that tail, roll a bit.
Not a bad
Quite a
approach,
bit
that
too
one.
much, yeah.
Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Massive hill there to start. Over here. Round it, round. Hard
That's a
enough.
lovely speed on that putt. So close to the hole. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. He's in a share of 10th position.
I
Here we are in front of a par 3.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
This would be a great up and down.
Not bad. We had some double stick so far, so this should be another one. And hills. Oh, they came back a bit too much.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
In the top
He finds
10.
himself in a share of 10th place. We have a par 4 on this one.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Not too bad.
Oh, that's a great approach shot. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
Birdie and hill. Left middle.
Like the look of this one.
In
Gee,
it
that's
goes
good
to
play.
birdie.
6 birdies in a round.
3 under.
And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Tied 8.
I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there. So finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
That was a beauty.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Over.
Steady now.
Wow. A missed opportunity for birdie there.
And now at 3 under with those finishing holes remaining. Could take it deep here.
Could have been 4 under there.
And as we check the standings, Lexi Thompson currently holds top spot. That's finished with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Well, you see that one bouncing around the branches like a pinball machine? Rich fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with the second shot here at 16. You miss it right, you're in the drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated difficult shots on this golf course. However,
not a good
you're
lie.
brave, find the center of the green, make eagle. Well, life's good.
good chance this one. Right on 6 feet.
30.
That starts off on a good line.
In it goes
And
30.
mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard.
So in
And
goes
that will take him to 4 under.
4.
Now,
Round
current
1.
leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
Plus 4 round 1 on this hole. Plus 3 in round 2.
We have a par 3 on this one.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
There you go.
Going with the
That's better.
9-9,
It's
I
not
think.
a fast swing this time. It's looking good.
Woo, back there, horsey.
It's in and it's not bad. On the green, it's
A wonderful
close.
shot and a chance for birdie here on the
Good
17th.
shot.
And this putt
birdie.
to move into the top 5.
Yep, tracking well.
And in it
And that's
goes.
8 birdies today.
Why couldn't
And
you
a
do
spot
that
in the
in
top
first
5
and
also
second
with
round?
that great shot.
Would have been brilliant. 5 from the front now. You up there with the lead if you did.
And one of America's
Wonderful
finest, Lexi Thompson,
17th
currently
hole
leads
there.
this tournament.
What's in the top 5? Is that the five-
Lovely
five
momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Par 4,
Final hole here.
462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? How much do you trust
Might win
your
a
swing?
fairway here.
If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits.
Lie on the
This
fairway.
one from about 160 yards out.
Rolling towards me. Here. No.
Choosing the 9
Good.
iron here. That's a pretty handy shot.
Be heavy. Like that. Over there.
Now that looked
Green.
pretty good the whole way. And this putt is
30
for a
here,
final score
downhill.
of 65.
Alright. Nice and left. Well,
Ouch, that hurts.
oh there. And it keeps rolling down that hill.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Do this
Yeah,
time.
he's been prowling around this one.
Oh.
It's 11 foot out.
This one's tracking.
And in it goes.
And that brings to close today's
And
round.
that's a much better round. 5 under in the final round. And 5 under on the quarter.
Sadly, no back-to-back victories here for this player, Rich, but you'd have to be impressed with their performance overall.
One hole
Luke,
on
this
rounds
player
1 and
did
2.
everything to seal back-to-back wins on the PGA Tour. Unfortunately, coming up just a touch short.
And what
Still
would it be?
2 awesome weeks.
4 on
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey,
round
and Rich
1.
Beam, thanks for
That
tuning
would've
in.
made
Catch you
that
tomorrow.
minus 9. And then 3 on rounds 2. So minus 12 would have been my final score. So, you know, it would have been 4th place. Wouldn't have won. But I'm happy with Isaac in the top 10. Can't really argue. So night is almost finished now. I've got one more tier to do for night. And we'll change the sponsorship. So, we go up to FeDex rankings a little bit. I think we stay where we are. We currently lead FeDex Cup rankings at the minute. Yeah, Jordan's 9-12, which so we're going to decline that because of the courses we've not completed yet. Okay. So let me just quickly double check this properly. So night. Night is actually completed. So we need to change my appeal from night. So then the contract. So we've signed with FeDex. From tier 1 all the way to tier 9. Bridgestone still on clubs. That's actually handy because we just got a club from Bridgestone as well, so I have to have a look at that. Wilson with the ball. So let me just quickly go to my player and locker. And I'm not sure where table. Okay, so it wasn't the dry, it was the wood. Right. Is that one applied to the globe? Anything from Bridgestone on the shaft? It's been cheap paper looking at that. Hybrid here. Well, anything from Bridgestone really, other than that one. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Right, looking there, go back. There's that one. There's that. Price that. Wilson's. Already selected. Right, now we've got water. Yeah, all sorted. Okay, so our second event, obviously, the Valspar Championship at Copperhead course at Innisbrook. 3 rounds of golf. So still going up against rivals. Colin, as he was not a part of the championship. So quick look at the FedEx standings before we do that. So we're currently leading by roughly 1,000 points with John Rahm in second place. So we currently have 2 wins and 8 top 10s. So we're currently 954 points ahead, to be exact. Leclerc tops in there with a win in the Players' Championship, I believe, 2 top 10s. So she's climbing up there nicely. Tony Finnock with 2 top 10s, still not won one. It's been close a few times, but he's just not getting his final hurdle. So, and we got some very high wins. This could be very interesting.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FeDex Cup.
Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin.
Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Craig. Hello, Henny.
Hi, Luke. I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Collin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I'm going to go with
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Collin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron player as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Collin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots.
I'm going to go with a hybrid because of the wind. Little pass, we're going to carry it.
4 left.
Sounds right. And it rolls off the green on the wind.
Yeah, good aggressive play and almost rewarded by finding the green.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
This is from hard roll all the way down. Definitely want to aim here. Hey, it didn't roll down.
These are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This is their look at birdie.
Birdie downhill, rolling to the right. Downhill. Win it.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
And it rolled and rolled, and it's still rolling.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Oh, just missed.
Over.
And this one is for bogey.
Not a good start on the opening hole.
Facing early adversity there after opening up with a bogey.
Yeah, well, you're used to making bogeys a lot, Luke. This player is not. I think that there'll be birdies to come, no doubt about it.
Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Well, Rich, I'm being honest. This line is putrid.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
It looked a little wayward.
Okay, I'm happy with that. We managed to find the green. Lovely rescue shot.
Attaboy, good shot.
Birdie.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
And still, but the lines are still ways. I'm not sure. And just that's the that. If we're gonna go here, there we go. 30 foot. It's looking good.
Was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one.
Too far over. What a fuck that would have been.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
That's 4 left. Go ahead on that. Huge. 5 is better. Oh, there.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
That is not bad out of the stand.
13 feet to the hole.
13 foot, little right.
Looking better.
And in it goes.
Nice to make a mid-range par putt.
It was nice to see that go in because it has been pretty darn ugly up to this point.
Currently at +1 for the day.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The 4th hole, the first of the par 3s on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Good. No. Very sure. Very sure.
Not a bad play,
On
that
the
one.
green.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And back to the play, shall we? Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits.
If this putt drops, they'll pull in front of Colin Morikawa. Let's see if they can start applying some pressure.
Yeah. Turning. Yeah,
well, it's a bit disappointing. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Oh, that looks like a pure strike. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 5th is no snag.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Laying it up is what we have ideas for. No way we're going to get over than that.
Good shot there, Beamer. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Well, forward off the back of the green onto the pin.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And here we are with their fourth. 3 shots off the lead.
Oh dear.
That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole.
In 1 over.
The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
Good.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
I'm going to go up here with the rough.
That swing didn't deserve a good reward. This should head into the rough. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Come out of the rough, your distance control gets off.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 3 strokes back. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Oh, going left.
Get excited. This could go in.
Oh, not over.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one.
Bogey.
That one goes down for bogey. Trailing by
with
5
my
shots
rival,
after that hole.
Tied 99 from the tournament.
Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Playing from around 150 yards here, 5 strokes behind our leader.
Still gone left a long way, you know.
Well, I hope you pack the bucket and spade because you're heading to the sand. Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. 5 shots off the pace.
Good shot out of the sand.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. And he needs this to save par.
Oh, yo. Alright.
That's frustrating. Game's just getting a little out of shape by the looks of it.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole.
Even part tied 9, +3 tied 110. Chase -3.
Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
good. Oh, that wind is. Oh my god.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Good on the green.
A 9-foot chance here.
This one to save par.
Good line.
I like the look of this.
We dropped that one in for
For
par.
the par.
Needed it with 3 bogeys so far.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole.
So got in there 1 under par.
Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
And he's down there.
And from around 135 yards.
Good.
They get a little ground draw here.
Bit.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Always nice to have a birdie putt.
So, too heavy.
Just didn't drop.
Too heavy.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Yeah, good job. Nice par.
9
holes down into this rivalry, Rich. How are you rating their performance so far?
It's early, Luke, but this player is trailing their rival. I hope to see them put up more of a fight as this event progresses.
Good looking shot this.
Yeah, wait.
Sitting at 3 over par.
Keep an eye on it, so nothing to worry about. Put it a bit too far. There.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's return to live play now.
And here we are with the third shot.
We're far left. Swing. Not good.
Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this.
Oh, moving in on line. And it goes almost missed. So, main 3 over.
Now 7 shots behind after that.
Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. And you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Good.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Getting ready to play their third.
Now. did its job on the green.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Oh, so close. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in 4th place.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trailing by 7 after that hole.
These two would be nice.
Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Taking the wind out of it.
This one's headed out of bounds.
No good, it's in the trees. Oh, there. Out of bounds. No good.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Yeah. Better. I wanted it the first time.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it?
Made that fairway.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Yeah, 9-9.
What a shot from the rough. This is
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Great recovery shot.
Outstanding approach shot. 11 feet to the cup.
Surely it's going to.
And in it goes.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
On the tee. +4.
Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely... I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
A bit short with that effort.
And close.
Yeah, that was silky smooth out of the sand. Good shot. Big putt for par coming up.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Now 8 shots back after that hole. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this 1 and 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The 3rd shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your 2nd shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your 3rd in there close.
Good. Fairway with the 2nd.
Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Put it right.
You like that, didn't you?
What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, nice little 25-footer here from him. Outside chance, so it'll be good to hole. This is what they have left for birdie here.
I think it was downhill, right?
13 feet to the cup.
Oh, there. Still want to go up here. relatively bad.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. This one's for bogey.
Bogey, no.
That gets the job done.
That footing was not good there. Very difficult.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
Five now, 121.
The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Man, I'll make it. Out there.
Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Good.
Ooh,
Oh,
wouldn't that have been nice?
Again. Oh, that would have been
Well
nice.
done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Struggling here.
He's currently in 3rd place.
3 holes
And after
remaining.
that effort, that's how it looks.
Do some birdies.
Our
Really
current
good.
leader is up by 3 shots.
Or even an eagle would be too bad.
Well, as you enter the dreaded snake pit here at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich, you know where you stand on the 16th tee.
This tee shot forces your hand. You must take it down the right-hand side in order to have a good look at this green for your second shot. Any misses out to the left, you're going to find the trees and all sorts of trouble.
That's some good golf right there. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Oh, it's on the green. Go bounce. Oh, that's a lovely shot.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin
Oh, birdie.
Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Ooh, nice
Yes,
line.
there we go. Birdie on the
Fair
card.
effort, that. Good birdie.
Need that.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Oh,
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant.
Colin dropping down to 100 there. He went up
The Copperhead's
forward.
penultimate hole is a good par 3 playing up the hill.
It's a tough tee shot, plays longer than what's on the yardage. Any pin that's in the front part of the green is a difficult one to find as the green is so narrow.
Oh, yeah, I took the wind out of it a bit. Might
This
not
one
make
heading
it.
into the sand.
Make it. What a bounce off the
I'm pretty
front
sure
over.
they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
So, go down.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Not bad line. Still. Low line.
Ooh,
Over again.
putting for bogey.
Bogey, not good.
Sitting at +5 for the day.
30 cent, nothing now.
The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the snake pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
And
That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
good shot as I
And
can.
here we are with the third shot.
I need to get this up and close here. The wind out of it. Oh, good. The wind is on the right side of it.
Playing their fourth shot.
Towards him. So,
That's a well-played chip shot there.
Judging it beautifully.
And another round safely in the books.
Rocker of a first round, 6 over par, 7 bogeys, 1 birdie. Not a good first round. We have a lot of work to do in the second round.
So the opening round
Wind
in the
was
books,
a
Rich.
big
Impressed with your efforts here in
problem.
the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
He dropped down in the end as well. So he
Well,
went
on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HP Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Second place there, 4 under. Interesting to see Tiger Woods up there. That's the first time we've seen him for probably about 6 or 7 tournaments ago, and he didn't do well in that. Round 2 here. We need to hopefully the wind drop. Medium wind wouldn't be bad. So, round 2. And we get what we wish for, a medium wind. So that should help with our approach shot as well as the drive. And driving it wasn't bad in that last game. It wasn't brilliant.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FeDex Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
Well, there's so much excitement and anticipation in the air. I can't wait to see how it plays out. Going with the hybrid. Heading towards the rough, this one.
This is not good.
Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
It was going to take 2 mighty lashes to get there. However, they've left themselves in prime position.
Wow. Really?
This sand shot awaits.
Not bad out of the stand.
Well, it was a solid shot. Out of the bunker and onto the surface. Putting for a par now.
He goes.
That was a gallant attempt.
A little too far.
Putting for a bogey. Well, it's not the most positive of starts. Getting underway over par.
Just the thing they didn't want to have happen. An opening bogey. Hopefully that does not set the tone for the rest of the day.
Oh my, that was launched.
Around a bit. Drive. It was, but it rolled off the fairway.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Good.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful.
Good range as well.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
Oh, there.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
Oh. Good.
Just hammered that through the line. Just a 4-footer remaining. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. This shot is about 140 yards out.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Opting for the 9-iron.
All right, he's going with a little extra club. Gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
And hill as well.
Ooh, right by the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This one for bogey. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3. Nicely done.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
And hill. Turn in, but it's short.
That looked good for a long time, didn't it? And this putt coming up for his par. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Here we have a par 5. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Oh, great swing there.
Left. Right.
All this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not bad. From about 200 yards out.
Wind coming right at him.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Come on, get a good bounce to the left.
Wow. Only right.
Yeah, nicely played. Well, Rich, I think they can make this one.
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Ouch, that hurts. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
This one's looking good.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt.
Sitting at 8 over for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
This hole here is a par 4.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Wow, that almost went in the hole.
I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Almost at the end of 9, so we'll find out shortly.
8 days a week that rhythm works.
Right. Might run off the fairway here.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
He's got a bit of trouble here. Bad lie just off the fairway. Ouch.
Yeah. Good. I like that.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
And that's not bad. Of course it is rolling back.
That's disappointing.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. It's half a chance of being holed, this one.
Oh, that's a clutch par.
Currently at +8 for the event. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one. Going with the 5-wood. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa.
There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. Nine feet to the cup. Hang on, this looks pretty handy.
Oh, it didn't do out. I don't know how far away
That
we
putt went a
was.
bit long there.
Bogey putt coming up here.
Not good.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
9.
Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now.
On the 9. Right, okay. He goes over the bunker. Over the bunker, out and light look into the fairway. Alright. 9-9 here, I'm gonna kill it.
Going with the 9-9, I
Good.
think. Oh, this
Very
one should
good.
find the surface. Good shot, this.
Oh, look there.
Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. Anytime you can make these putts, they'll certainly add up at the end of the day. Right on 8 feet. It's got a chance.
Good.
And that's a
Finally,
great way to forget about
get
that
a
birdie on
birdie.
the last.
Good way to end the front 9 with a birdie. Oh, what is
Okay,
the
Rich,
top?
we're through 9 holes here today, and it is cut day as well. What do you think their future holds?
And
Thankfully, they're
eight
above
is
the
the
cut
fourth.
line,
They
but they
were on
can't
the
afford any missteps out there today. A solid round of golf should see them through to the weekend.
so
The
we
tempo there
need
was
a birdie.
exquisite.
From around
Made the final
140
round.
yards here.
Breeze straight into him.
Yeah. Quick again.
Choosing the 9-9 here.
Birdie. Gonna be
This
a
needs to
little
go a
short
little bit right once it lands.
on the green.
Left yourself an opportunity. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Good.
Okay, steady now.
A little too hard or a little too far over. Unfortunate. Oh.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
3 shot.
Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
Set up with our live. Good. Fairway.
That's a good looking shot there.
I'd lie on it either.
This one might just sneak off the fairway.
And that's a good shot with a hybrid right on the edge
Getting
of the
ready to
fairway.
play their third.
Wind. Go. Good. Well back to pin.
Well, that's a
good
handy shot. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And back to the course with the live action. 8 feet to the cup.
Too bad, this is birdie.
This one started out on a good line.
And in it
Always
goes.
nice to hold those for a birdie.
Moving up to 7.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played.
Close the gap on my rival.
Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Oh, he's caught up in some branches there.
Where this is going. Winding over.
That's not what he had hoped for. I'm pretty sure of that. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
That ain't gonna work.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Hold. Oh my days.
Ah, that's not the shot he was hoping for.
Well,
Henny, how's that
avoided
ball
the
lying?
water,
It's
believe
tough
it
to
or
see
not.
from here.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
7-iron. You know what? I'm going to go with a 6-iron here. I know it looks like way too many, but
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Well, let's hope this
Yeah.
one draws a good lie, because it's not going to be on the fairway. Wow, what happened there?
Not taking enough club to get it there.
boy, rolling. On the green,
This
but a
is a
long way
bogey
away
putt
here.
coming up.
Long birdie. Still. Good. Good. A
That's
little too
frustrating.
far over.
Oh dear, this next putt now for
Double
double
bogey.
bogey. Currently at +9 for the event.
Not the way we want to be going.
Well, 13.
Outside
That's
the
unlucky for
foot now.
some, Rich.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
See that caller.
Well, that was a bit wayward, wasn't it? A bit wild on approach
Good
there.
work.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Green rolling towards the pin.
How close was that to going down?
And it's gonna roll and roll and continues to roll off the green
And here we are with the third shot.
from what was so close to going in.
Ooh, that almost went down. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Another
Gotta
bogey
say,
and
his short game is phenomenal.
Now over to
unlucky,
Colin
it really
Morikawa.
was.
He's happy,
Believe
just
it
came
or
off a
not, how
birdie.
close he was and then
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
far away.
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage.
The way this is going, we are not going to make the
All right,
green
getting
here.
into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in two, so any tee shot just out to the
Yeah,
right is
that's
ideal.
all
That
right.
way it leaves an easier shot out to
Well,
the
wait,
left
that's
for your
okay.
layup. The third shot will be going downhill to
Very,
a green that
very
tilts from
short.
back to front, guarded by a
Fine.
deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
The second shot. It
Getting
was,
ready to play their third.
when it get it fast in here, it's gonna roll down. You know. That swing didn't help.
A birdie putt awaits.
needs to slow down. It needs to slow down, and it's going to roll and roll and roll off.
It's fair to say that putt got away from them, didn't it? Time for the 5th shot.
Oh, you did roll back off a bit. Are you still? Oh my god.
Not a sneezed.
Really?
Here's their 6th shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Great touch.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Oh my god, how is that not in? I went and thrown off over and I was off the screen again.
Oh dear. Time to get the chipper back out. Whew. Don't lose too much energy. Here's the 8th shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And a quadruple bogey putt coming up now. And the putt drops.
Unbelievable. Why did that, like, right on a hill like that? Unbelievable.
And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly.
Plus 14.
Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Going with the hybrid.
Good, but it might be short.
Oh, well done. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And back to the play, shall we? What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing. Is tracking.
There's no doubt about this rivalry. It's certainly heating up. That has moved them within touching distance of their rival. Our leader is up by 4 shots now.
He's 7 shots.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
Going with the 7. Oh, this would be handy if he could bounce right. Playing within their comfort zone there.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Go to your home ball. Go to your home.
Oh, come on.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Yeah, I'll take that. Currently plus 13 for the event. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Unable to find the green on this one.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Didn't that look good for a long time? This putt for par here.
Better than most.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. And now striding to the final tee of this round.
This
looks to be heading for the cut stuff. And he's down there
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Yeah, tidy looking shot, that one.
Good. Oh, it's going to roll away. Green. Wind.
This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Thank you, everyone. Good game. Well, unfortunately, this week was not their best. It's a miscut.
Luke, every player faces this at some point in time, even the greats. You miss a cut. It's never a good feeling, but you learn from all the mistakes you made. You move on and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.
Oh, I got outclassed by my rival there. First time that has actually happened where I got beat by my rival. So, the winner of this tournament went to Chase with 15 under par. Tiger Woods coming second with a 11 under par. But we stay top of the FeDex Cup rankings at the minute, but there's going to be a few changes in the gap. So we was under 1,000 points ahead, which was something like 970 or something like that. I can't remember exactly the number, but we'll have a look to see if that's changed. So 951. I don't think it changed really. 957. No, I don't like it. But Tiger was going up there, making 6th place. Still no wins for Tiger Woods, but 2 top 10s. Chase won that. So he's not in the top 10. Chase 15th there with 2 top 10s and 1 win. It makes no sense. 2 top 10s and 1 win. Tiger won. 2 top 10s, no wins, that has more points. Same as Tony Finau. It must be because of the amount they played. Tiger Woods and Tony Finau 10 and 12. Chase has only played 9. So that might be why. It's because he's not played as many holes. As many golf courses. So that is the end of today. So let's go over to the schedule and let's have a look what we have next time around. So high 6, which wasn't too bad, and failing to make the cut. Here's the results for today. So next time round, we are doing the Valero Texas Open. That's at TPC at San Antonio. And then we have the Legends Championship at Lone Grove Golf Course. To qualify for this, win any major and rank in the top 50. Win any major. That I'm not sure whether we've won a major. I know we've won 2 tournaments, but were they majors? I'm not sure. So we might not qualify for that. If we don't, then we would end up playing. We'll end up playing the Norwood Invitational Beach, reach the top 100 in the FedEx Cup, we can have and win any event. So we'll definitely qualify for that one. As for the Legend Championship, I'm not sure if we won a major. So we won Daybreak Classic. I don't think that's a major. And the other one which we tied for. Okay, that one might have actually been a major. So the Arnold Palmer Invitational could have actually been a major. Yeah, because that's a championship. It was just regular. So let's check this. Let's get a regular. So the Daybreak was a regular, and the Arnold Palmer was a championship. So that was a major. So we should qualify then for the Legends Championship. So it looks like they're the two that we will be doing possibly tomorrow. Okay, so that is it for today's chat. Let me bring you guys in. So Sharon, that is it for today. Thank you all for coming in and watching. Unfortunately, no wins. A big fail in the second tournament, not making the cut. But before we go, I just want to remind everyone on the 24th of this month, we will be getting Forspoken, and up to now, I should be streaming that. So look out for that. And look out for some Call of Duty. I think I will start streaming some Call of Duty Elite Play Moscow. The Elite Play is not exactly in the game just yet, but I'm hoping that will drop at the end of the season, start next season. But keep an eye out for the Discord as well for the Call of Duty weekend. I will be posting a link in there and all the information regarding the Call of Duty in the Discord. So I will see you all soon. So take care and happy gaming.